So now I returned from the store with my new shoes, and I was able to take my drums turn for 10 bucks each. So that's a plus, because brand new at the store they're around 50 each. So that's a total saving of $80. So now it's time to put things back on. If for some reason this piece here got bended or something, just get a hammer, flatten it out. And once you put this part, make sure you put it on the part that's flush, not on the part that has a little circle around it. You put it there. Make sure this part, this curvy part, is always facing upward. You just get your channel locks. Make sure you squeeze here so it's locked. There you go. Before we put our shoes on, we need to put grease in 6 different spots. It'll be right here, down here, up here, right here, and down here. Make sure you put enough grease so it's not squeaking when you're stepping on the brakes. Okay, now we have to put on the shoes. And if you take a look at the shoe with the bracket, I have the letter R, meaning for the right side of the car. The other one will have the letter L for the left side. So this is the right side of the car. You grab the spring, push it up as much as you can, and just hook this here. That's it. This will swing here, but if you take a look here at the back, you might see this bracket right here. This spring will go right there, so make sure you put it right there. Now we put a hold down springs. So remember, this one goes in the back, right there. Put your spring here. And when I did, I'm holding it like this. You just look for the little slot and you turn it. Just like that. Just make sure the pin is secure in the slot where it goes. Next thing we're going to start doing is putting on the parts that fell down when we took off our shoes, starting with this long spring. As you can see, long coil. Small coil is always going to be facing the rear. So we grab our new shoe, put this in the 3rd hole here. And then the small coil is also going to be going on the 3rd hole on the other side of the shoe. This part, we just slide it here through the back, and we just pull on our brakes. As you can see, it needs to go in that little slot. And the bottom part also goes in that slot. And then we're going to start putting this part. This part is just going to hang right here for now. Just like that. Now we put on our adjuster. Don't mix this up with the other side because it does make a difference what side it goes on. This is the passenger side. As you can see, if I twist up, it will close. If I twist down, it will open. The opposite side, if I twist up, it will open. If I twist down, it will close. So they'll mix them up. This part right here is the passenger side. So make sure it's all close all the way. I'm gonna grab this part, Put it in there right there. And just pull back on your brake. And there it is. Make sure it's on both sides. Next thing we're gonna do, grab our pin, push the brake back. We'll put our spring. And on our lock pliers, we'll do the same as the other side. Right here, push, turn. Make sure it's in the slot, secure. Now we're gonna put our last two springs, starting with this one. Remember how you took off the metal piece? You're gonna put it back the same way. It's gonna go right here in the second hole. Middle piece is gonna go like that. So you get your lock pliers, stretch it, just like that. You hook it right there, second hole with the metal piece on it. After that, we're gonna put on the small piece. Just gonna go down here. You hook it up like that. Remember, this is gonna go behind the small little plate. Get your lock pliers. Like that. And this spring's gonna go on the back of this plate. Okay, so now before we put our drums back in, we're gonna have to adjust the brakes. As you can see, this is pretty tight because I already stepped on the brakes and it made it a little bit harder, but it should do only one spin with the tire on, and it looks like it's still gonna spin more. So to adjust it, we need to go to the adjuster. As you can see, the little star with a bunch of little teeth. We're gonna get our flat screwdriver. As you can see, and lift it up, turn the wheel. That's pretty much it. Just turn the wheel up, and that will start adjusting it and making it tighter. Feels a little bit tighter. Might need more. So just keep adjusting it until you think you could turn this wheel only once. So once you put your drum in and you notice it still needs to be adjusted, on the back side there's just an adjustment. You just gotta remove this rubber right here. And if you can see, there's some teeth there. There's the wheel. You just grab a flat screwdriver and you just begin to adjusting it from the rear. Push down. And that's another way to adjust it. Okay, now after I adjusting it a few times, I'll come back out and turn the wheel. Guess what? It's too hard. So now I gotta take off the wheel again and loosen it up a little because I adjusted it too much. So to loosen it back up a little bit, you're gonna grab this piece, pull it back, hold it with your finger, and just with the screwdriver, you're gonna do it the opposite way. This time loosen it. And it should come back in and it should loosen, and just keep repeating that until you adjust it to the way you like it. Okay, so I put the wheel back on. I got it adjusted to how I want it. This is how it should be. See, it's a little bit hard. Like that should be pretty good. So that's it for the brakes. All you gotta do is just make sure your lug nuts are really tight. You don't want the wheel falling off. And just make sure before you leave, you gotta step on the brakes 5 times to make sure the brakes are tight and hard. That's it.